It's Cindy and Christina with Adaptive Equipment and Caregiving Corner. We are talking about tips and tricks and ways to keep yourself or your loved one safe in the bedroom. So we are on tip number 3, which is to check the pathways to the bathroom.
Yes, that is a major one.
Yes.
So you always want a very clear pathway. You want to make sure that if you need to move furniture, let's say your loved one's on a walker, you got to have a wide enough space that walker gets in there very easily.
Yeah.
Especially at night. You want to make sure there's no cords. You don't really want any throw rugs or things like that in the pathway.
Right.
And then especially none with some type of assistive device. Like a walker or a cane, nothing at all.
It needs to be wide enough to accommodate, if you have a mobility device.
Right.
It needs to be wide enough to accommodate like a walker or a wheelchair. The pathway does.
Right, and we don't, like I said, don't want any of those throw rugs or anything in that pathway on the way to the bathroom. Pathway is very, and in cords, you got to watch cords.
Yeah.
You got to watch clothes and pet
clutter.
toys and anything at all.
Yeah.
That might impede
and the thing for me, Sin, is when we tell people that is we're not talking about making sure that your bedroom is 100% clutter free everywhere.
Right.
We're talking the pathway.
Yes.
So if you need to move the bed around, which is its own issue sometimes. I mean, because you got a certain way you want your bedroom, right? You want your bed over here, but sometimes it might make sense for your loved one to have the bed in a different place.
Right.
So you might want to take that into consideration. That furniture might need to be moved.
Yes.
And clutter for sure has to be moved when it comes to the pathway.
Yeah, and that's a good point, Christina, because a lot of times that's true. People kind of they're used to their bed being where it's been for years.
That's right.
But sometimes we need to make that pathway a little bit shorter. If they're on the opposite side of the room and they're getting out and they got to come around the bed and through furniture and everything else, we may need to try to consider, is there another position that we could put that bed in?
Yeah, absolutely.